Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Sundbyberg this Saturday, September 16th. We're here for the U15 Swedish Youth Championship match between the Sölvesborg Firehawks and the Sundbyberg Heat. My name is Wade Konowalchuk, and I'm going to apologize in advance for totally destroying these Swedish names. My pronunciation is not awesome. It is a balmy 14 degrees here in Sundbyberg today. Slightly overcast, but otherwise a proper Swedish summer day. I'm joined here in the booth by the master, Martin Chiero, who is operating our cameras today and giving you the best show possible. And we're ready to play ball. First at the plate today is Sundbyberg's Einar Chiero, number 37, the shortstop. Called strike one for the first pitch. Pitching today for Sölvesborg is number 6, Malte Lundahl. A little bit high, goes off the catcher's mitt, straight into the face of the umpire, even after giving him that called strike. One and one. From, but luckily nobody on base to take advantage. Three balls, one strike to Chiero. Took a big hack at it, just under it. Full count. To start this game. Coming up to the plate right now is the pitcher, number 8, Dante Brines. Outside for ball one. A hell of a cut straight up to right field. That'll advance Chiero to second, and we've got runners on first and second. What's going on? Huh? apologies. I missed that play, but as you saw, Sundbyberg just put up the first point of the game with a wild throw to third. Called strike one. A little bit of contact on it to the second baseman. Oh, who bobbles it. That'll be an error charged to the second baseman, and Briones comes in to score. Coming to the plate, number 13, the right fielder, Henry Lindgren. Kanan. Ooh, catches the outside corner of the plate. Called strike two. 0-2 is the count. Swing and a miss for strike three. And at the plate, center fielder, Sebastian Briones. Fouled back. Strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Lindgren not taking any leadoff. Gets away from him, and Lindgren is awarded second base. That's why he's not taking a leadoff, because he's not allowed at this level. I've done my homework first. Low for ball two. 2-2 is the count. Two and two, one out, runner on second. Big cut, that's going to drop. That's going to bring Lindgren into home. And, oh, he's trying to push a triple here. So he managed to squeeze out it. He had a double and he turned it into a inside the park home run, but it will be scored as a double with an error. To the plate now, the third baseman, Niels Tivenin. Solid contact up the gap, right to the wall. And he'll hold at second. Good solid contact on that. To the plate now, number 16, Oscar Lundqvist. High and inside for ball one. Just outside for ball two. A little further outside for ball three. 3-0. And a lovely pitch there, swing and a miss. 3-1, excuse me. Fouled back and filling up that count. 3-2. Oh, and hit by pitch. He'll take his base.
25 pitchar, sidbyte.
All right. Oh, we were still on air? Oh, okay. Good thing I didn't curse. Welcome back, folks. So a little update, a little rule that I was unaware of at this level. They try to limit the number of pitches on these young pitchers' arms. So after 25 pitches, the inning is over. If there aren't players on base, then when we start the next inning, then those runners on base will retake their positions on base. On the mound for Sundbyberg, we have Dante Brienes, and he is now pitching to the pitcher, Malte Lundahl. Sundbyberg striking first and scoring 4 runs in the top of the first. Two and 0 the count to Lundahl. Big cut. He got a piece of that. It's gone foul and just out of play into the bullpen. Just outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count to Lundahl. That was a lovely fastball right down the middle for strike 2, filling the count. Cut right into left center, and he'll be held to a single. Coming to the plate now, the shortstop, Vincent Öhman. Outside for ball 1. Caught the outside corner that time for strike 1. 1-1 is the count. Passed ball, that'll advance the runner, Lundahl, to second base. And a wild pitch will move him to third, but no more. Just for your information, as I was just informed, if there is another pass ball or wild pitch, you're not allowed to steal home. Oh, excuse me. That looked like a strike, but he ended up walking him. And coming to the plate right now is center fielder Anton Johansson. Outside for ball 1. 2-0 to Yolson. Looked like it was outside, but I guess he caught the corner there for a strike. Three and one. And outside will walk the batter, loading the bases. At the plate, the first baseman, Lucas Olsson. With bases loaded, this is the time to strike. Check swing, inside, ball one. Called, strike one. And a called strike two. Bit of a pitcher's count here now. Up to the third baseman. Oh, who bobbles it. That will score. Lundahl comes in to score, putting the Firehawks on the board. At the plate now, the left fielder, number 10, Eric Jernkrantz. Pass ball, nobody's allowed to advance. And that's not a pass ball, it's a wild pitch, excuse me. Don't want to offend the catcher there. Catches the outside corner. The umpire seems to love that outside corner, as does the pitcher. Swing and a miss for strike two. 2-2. Bases loaded, no out. Rienes needs this K on his sheet. And almost had it. 2-2. Good solid contact will. Oh. Almost got him at third, excuse me, but just late, and it went off the glove and to the dugout. That's 25 pitches. We're going to go to a commercial break, and in our commercial, you might notice we have a QR code up on our screen with the Swish number. If you just don't want to use your phone, it costs money for us to be able to broadcast these games and maintain this field, and we would greatly appreciate any support we might get through the use of our Swish number. Thank you. Welcome back. We're about to start the second inning here. The runners will retake their positions on base. At the plate right now, number 28, Axel Bengtsson. Runner on first and second. Bengtsson showing bunt, but the pitch high, he pulls back, ball one. Showing bunt again. Makes the contact, advancing the runners to second and third, and a heck of a stretch on one to take the out. However, some damage was done there. The runners have moved up. And the catcher, Buster Besfelt. I almost feel like I need to call him Buster. Outside and a good good snag by the catcher. Good contact over the center fielder's head to the wall. That will bring one in for sure. And the runner held up at third. At the plate, number 18, the left fielder, Alex Sobst. Outside for ball one. Fouled back 1-1. Solid contact up the gap in left field. That will score one and a second. And Sobst gets a double. And that brings to the plate Walter Andersson. Makes a bit of contact. Pitcher opts to go to one and takes the second out, excuse me. Brings to the plate the second baseman, Gabriel Nordhamrén. High and outside for ball one. Little bit of an uncomfortable looking swing at a high pitch. for strike one. 1-1. Over his head and to the backstop. 2-1 is the count. Another high swing up over top of that baseball. 2-2. Foul tip. Keeps him alive. What I like about those aluminum bats, a foul tip is unmistakable. Full count in Walter. Gabriel, excuse me. Called strike 3, and that will end the half. It is now 7-2 for Sumpan. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the second inning, and the Firehawks are trailing 7-2. And the number 6 hitter, Clara Nielsen, the second baseman, is at the plate, takes strike 1. Fouled off for a second strike. Oh, and 2. That is called strike 3 to strike out Nielsen. Bringing to the bait the right fielder, Colin Manson. just missed the outside of the corner. He's been getting that call all day, but not this time. 1-0. A lovely pitch right down the middle, swing and a miss. 1-1. That is a called strike 2, inside corner. Tried to throw some heat in there, misses low and inside. 2-2. Called strike 3 for the second time this inning. Oh, careful, you're going to get tossed. And to the plate, the third baseman, Morris Ward. The easiest name for me to pronounce in this list. Called strike 1. Seems that Dante has found his groove. Ooh! From up here, that looked great, but I don't have as good a view as the umpire. 1-1. Yes, called strike 2. 1-2, pitcher's count. Base is loaded. Fouled up the third baseline. Misses inside. 2-2. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts this inning for Dante. That will end the second inning, and we are at 7-2 for Sundbyberg. Welcome back to the third inning here in Sundbyberg in a hard-fought match between the Sundbyberg Heat and the Sölvesborg Firehawks. The number 13 batter, Gustav Niebling. Takes ball one. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Just over top of that pitch for strike two. 1-2 is the count to Niebling. Ooh. Had to duck out of the way of that one, bringing it to 2-2. Full count to Niebling. One down, which brings us to our number one batter, the shortstop, Arquero, who walked at his first at-bat in the first. Obviously, in the first. Takes it outside for ball one. And a swing and a miss. Looked pretty close, but umpire didn't like it. 2-1. Hero draws another walk. Coming to the plate, the pitcher Dante Briones, who had a spectacular bottom of the second inning with 3 strikeouts. Took a single in his last at-bat. I don't know if that hit him or not, but that will advance Hero to second. From up here, that looked like it went off his bum, but I guess not. Outside and past ball will advance Kiro to third. Two-0 to Abrinas. Popped up Shortstop is under it, and he makes the play. At the plate, the first baseman, David DeFusco. Had to duck out of the way of that one. It looked like it was going to get him in the melon. Low and outside for ball 2. At his last at-bat, DeFusco reached first on an error. Hit to the shortstop, who let it drop, throw to first, and he is safe on one and pulls in a ribby, batting Kiro in. So an RBI single to DeFusco. That brings to the plate number 13, the right fielder Henry Lindgren, who struck out in his first at-bat. Popped up foul right over here by the booth. 1-1. Inside, the runner's going to second, and he is safe. Almost came off the bag, but he managed to pinch it between his toes. Three and one to Lindgren. In a mess. Full count. Gets a strikeout, but the ball was dropped and manages to get the runner at first to end the side. We'll be right back after this Swish message. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the third, and we've had a pitching change. The second baseman, Gabriel Nordhamren, has taken the mound. And that brings up our number 9 hitter, the catcher, William Lind. Takes ball 1. Ball 2 taken. That might have been sold a little bit by the batter by stepping out of the box. And again. Two seemingly quality pitches. And that one misses outside to walk the batter. That brings us to the top of the order, the pitcher, Malte Lundahl. Malte singled in his first at-bat, takes strike 1. Takes strike 2 again. Misses high to put a ball on the board. 1-2. Outside 2-2. Swinging and missing at an inside pitch for strike 3. 1 out. That brings to the bat the shortstop, Vincent Öhman. He walked in his last at-bat. Takes strike 1. Popped up, shortstop might have it. No, left fielder. Oh, and he off the glove. So that will be scored as an error, I believe. Bringing to the plate the center fielder, Anton Joelsson. Joelsson walked in his first at-bat. A lovely looking pitch gets Joelsson to back out of the box, but right down the middle. Strike 1. Steps out of the box again. Tough at this age, I guess. The kids might be a little bit scared of that ball coming hurling at them at that speed. Steps out of the box again on another called strike. Outside for ball 2, 2-2. Hit right to the pitcher. He goes to 2 for 1 out. Oh, and a collision at 2. Looks like the shortstop might be a little shaken up there. Well, he got up. He popped right back up like a champ. Takes the possibility of a double play out.
Nästa spelman.
So fielder's choice for out 2 brings to the plate the first baseman, Lucas Olson. Olson reached first on an error in his first at-bat. Pass ball. I thought you weren't allowed to steal on that. And that gives the third out. I call that, in Canada, where I come from, a little brain fart, and I can understand having it. We'll be right back. Welcome back to somewhat sunny Sundbyberg. It's still about 15 degrees here today and windy. It is 8-2 for Sundbyberg over Sölvesborg. There has been a pitching change. Pitching now is number 39, Vincent Erman, throwing a little sidearm heat. Whoa. Wild pitch for ball two. Looked like he just forgot to let go. Got no comments on... I invite you all out there to put your comments in YouTube. We love to see them, especially when you're taking the piss at me. Three-0. Good contact off the end of the bat. And that is out of here for a dinger. Looked like he missed first on his way around, so he goes back and touches up and clears the dugout. In his last at bat, where are we here? In his last at bat, he had a double, but he stretched it out to a quasi home run with a couple of errors on the field. So that's Sebe Brias with the day's first dinger. That brings the third baseman, Niels Tivenin, to the plate. He doubled in his first at-bat. Third. Adjust. Tivenin taking the sign from Per Lindgren at third. Oh, and Per Lindgren, I guess Tivenin didn't really like the sign that he got from Per and tried to pick him off. Came close. Hope he's wearing protection. Popped up foul. Unplayable. 0-2 the count to Tivenin. Wild pitch outside. 1-2. Wild pitch. I want to say inside, but it was on the other side of him. Ooh! Just past the pitcher. Second base gets it to first and gets the out. Good recovery there. That brings Oscar Lundqvist to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Steps out of the box for taking ball 2. As you can see out in left field, what appears to be Leaksund warming up. Oh, hit by pitch again. He's got a magnet on him, this kid. That's the second hit by pitch he's taken. That brings a center fielder, number 28, Axel Bengtsson, to the plate, who sacrifice bunted his last at-bat. Outside, good grab by the catcher to keep Lundqvist at first. Swing and a miss at a high and outside pitch. 1-1. Bit of contact there to short, and can't turn the play. That will be charged as an error, I'm sure, to the second baseman, Clara Nielsen. That brings Booster Besfelt to the plate, the catcher, who doubled at his last at-bat in the second inning. Hit straight up the middle between short and second. That will advance the runners. Loading the bases. And bringing Axel Sabst, the left fielder, to the plate. Sabst also doubled in the second. Whoa, a good contact there. That's going to the wall. That's going to be an extra base, scoring 2 anyway. Third base coach Per Lindgren holds the runner at third, and that is his second double of the day. Brings Walter Anderson to the plate, who is 0 for 1 so far today. He grounded out last at-bat. One and 0 the count. Runners on second and third. Erman having a hard time finding the zone here at this point.
Okay.
Woo! Should be getting close to 25 pitches, I think. Outside walks for bases loaded. And that brings now the pitcher, Gabriel Nordhamren, who struck out in his first at-bat. Low and inside for ball one. And he bloops one to right field. That will score one, bringing the score to 12-2. Oh, yeah, I guess that is 25 pitches. That ends that half of the inning, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's 12-2 in favor of the Sundbyberg Heat over the Sölvesborg Firehawks. We are at our number 4 batter, Lucas Olsson, who is the first baseman. Takes a high pitch from Nordhamren. Swing and a miss on an outside pitch. 1-1. Called strike two, catches the outside corner of the plate. Olsen reached at his last at-bat on an error. And this time he strikes out. Nordhamren up to his old tricks here, back on that streak of strikeouts. That's 4 in a row. Misses high and outside to Eric Jernkrantz, the left fielder, who singled in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike one. Outside, 2-1. Please. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2-2 is the count for Jernkrantz. Spiked that ball, filling the count. Let's see if Nordhamren can get number 5 in a row here on this pitch. Popped up to the shortstop. A little fumble in communication out there, but luckily the shortstop managed to come up with it to take the out. That brings up the second base player, Clara Nielsen. High and way inside for ball one. And a swing and a miss, 2-1. Nielsen struck out in the second inning, first at bat. And there is called strike two, 2-2 the count. Ooh. That looked like it might have dropped in, but 3-2 the count, full. And a walk for Nielsen. Brings up the right fielder, number 3, Colin Manson. Oh. Edgar Henry Soderberg. So pinch hitter Henry Soderberg at the plate. Called strike one. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Jumps out of the way of a somewhat inside pitch. 2-2. A good block by the catcher to hold that runner on first. Full count. And Soderberg will take his base. That puts a runner on first and second. Nordhamren looking for that final out of this inning. That brings up the third baseman, Morris Ward. Struck out in the second. He almost ducked into that pitch. But ball one, inside regardless. Good pick by the catcher to hold the runners. Nordhamren somewhat struggling to re-find his zone here. Called strike 1. 3-1.
25 pitchar, sista slagman.
This the 25th pitch of the inning. And it's outside for a walk, and we will start the next inning with bases loaded. Welcome back. We're at our number 13 batter here in the top of the fifth inning. It's 12-2 for Sumpan. Gustav Niebling is at bat, who struck out in the third inning. His first at bat, called strike one. Bases are loaded for Sundbyberg. A dangerous situation with Enarkiro on deck. Strike. That didn't look like a strike. The catcher had to lunge for it, but okay. Swing and a miss and a passed ball, but runners are forced to stay. That was strike three. Hero, the shortstop, is at the plate now, and he has been up twice and walked twice. Two and 0 the count to Kiro. Called strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. 2-2 the count. Bases loaded. Full count. Hero draws yet another walk, his third for the day, which walks in another run, making it 13-2 Sundbyberg. At the plate now, Dante Brienes, who is no longer pitching. I'm not sure where he is playing on the field now, if at all. Outside again, ball two. I think Brienes is the only left-handed batter between these two teams today. And he draws a walk, walking in another run, making it 14-2. But there is one more left-handed batter. Walter Anderson. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change, and Clara Nielsen is going to be taking the mound. Just want to take this little opportunity to yet again mention our Swish number and QR code. As I said, this field, which is one of the nicest fields I've probably ever seen, including in Canada, and probably one of the best fields in Europe. It does cost a hell of a lot to maintain, especially when hooligans burn down our bullpen, or our dugouts. So we appreciate any contributions from our viewing people. Audience. And we are back. The first baseman, number 19, David DeFusco, is facing Clara Nielsen. And again, David gets some contact, hits it to the wall. That's going to score 1 and 2, and a third coming in. 3 RBI double for DeFusco. And that brings up Henry Lindgren, who struck out his two first at-bats. Hopefully he can change that here in the 5th. Takes what appeared to be a strike, but I guess not. 1-0.
Jag fick uppgift att ta reda på vad jag ska göra av dagsdröjorna. Jag har de här inne. Fråga Kattis. Ja, okej. Eller de här för länge.
Jeez. Solid contact. It's going back, and it looks like it is a ground rule double, which will score David DeFusco. At the plate now, the center fielder, Sebbe Brynäs. Takes side. Takes ball 2 over his head. And a passed ball will bring Lindgren to third. Brynäs, with a count of 3-0, he has seen the plate twice today, once on some errors and once with a dinger in left field. Whoa. Swung way under that pitch. Oh. And Brynäs takes the walk. That brings Niels Tibanin to the plate, the third baseman. He doubled in the first inning, grounded out in the fourth, and the catcher will just let Brynäs have second base with that steal. Chases a high pitch, bringing the count to 1-1. Off the end of the bat, straight to the first baseman, who makes the play for second out. Bringing to the plate, number 16, Oskar Lundqvist. Outside for ball one. Why is the home team not last bat? Oh, okay. Outside brings it to 3 balls and no strikes. To Lundqvist. Inside forces him out of the box, and that will walk him, loading the bases for Axel Bengtsson. The center fielder. He sack bunted in the second and reached first on an error in the fourth. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Popped up to short. Who's going to take it? Not sure who caught that. I think the third baseman, yes. Need to be communicating out there. That is a shortstop's ball, but the play was made, no harm, no foul, and that will retire the side. It is now 18-2 for Sundbyberg. We are back. It is the bottom of the fifth, the last chance for Sölvesborg to come back and get into this game. They have an uphill battle here, trailing 18-2. We are starting off with the number 9 hitter, the catcher, William Lind, who walked at his first at-bat in the third inning. As the bases were loaded in the bottom of the fourth, they have retaken their spots on the bags and hoping for some action here. High and inside for ball 2, 2-0. There was a pitching change. Sundbyberg has thrown Axel Sabst onto the mound. Sundpan's closer, so to speak. Wild pitch spiked into the ground. Did I call him Axel Sabst? Sorry, Alex Sabst. An anagram anyway, it works. Nice pitch right down the middle for called strike 2. Filling the count for Alex Sabst. Called strike 3, caught him looking. Takes strike 1 in this precarious moment with bases loaded. At the plate, originally pitching, I'm not sure where he is now, but it's Malte Lundahl. One and 0. A good-looking pitch to catch him looking. 1-1. Outside for ball 2. Hit straight over to the pitcher. Go home. Takes the force at home. And out number 2, and there is the third out. That is the ball game, folks. Final score in this ball game is 18-2 in favor of Sundbyberg. Lots of fun having you 22 viewers online with us. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And again, we appreciate any financial support through our Swish number.